The announcement from Yemen that it intends to block maritime access to vessels linked to the nation that shall not be named is being portrayed by many Western outlets as another example of reckless escalation, but that framing ignores a much larger reality. For years, the war in Yemen has been largely ignored by much of the Western media. The suffering of ordinary Yemenis, the destruction of infrastructure, the humanitarian crisis, and the role played by outside powers rarely receive the same level of attention as conflicts elsewhere. Now the situation is changing. The Houthis, backed by regional allies, appear to believe the balance of power in the region is shifting. After years of being bombed, sanctioned and pressured, they are no longer acting like a movement on the defensive. They are acting like a movement that believes it can impose costs on its opponents. And that is where the Red Sea becomes important. History has always shown that strategic choke points can become powerful weapons. Control a trade route, and you can influence events far beyond your own borders. The Houthis understand that. They know that missiles alone do not change wars, but economic pressure can. The media narrative will inevitably focus on the disruption to shipping and portray the Houthis as the aggressors, but many people around the world see the situation differently. They see a group that has spent years under attack now using one of the few strategic advantages available to it. Whether people agree with the tactic or not, it is not difficult to understand the logic behind it. The nation that shall not be named has repeatedly claimed that its actions are about security and self-defense. The Houthis are now making a similar argument. They are essentially saying that if pressure can be applied against them, then pressure can also be applied in return. What makes this story significant is that it highlights a wider shift taking place across the region. For decades, military superiority allowed certain powers to dominate events with relatively little resistance. Today, weaker actors are increasingly finding ways to challenge stronger opponents through economics, geography, and strategic positioning rather than conventional military strength. The world is also becoming less willing to simply accept official narratives without question. More people are looking beyond headlines, questioning who benefits, questioning who suffers, and questioning why some conflicts receive endless attention while others are ignored. The Red Sea is no longer just a shipping lane. It has become another front in a much larger struggle over power, influence, and the future direction of the Middle East. And if the current trajectory continues, the economic consequences may end up having a greater impact than the missiles themselves. This has been the JR Voice. Stay tuned for more unpacking of global headlines.